No city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army, from the great Orcish horde to a swarm of dragons. It was here that the Mage Wars came to an end, after an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well. Though many soldiers were honored for their bravery, no amount of medals will make you forget the widow's cries at the funeral pyres.
Yes. Understood. Will do.
I'm ready.
What's next?
Pray tell.
Yes?
Orders? I'm ready.
Aye? Now would you look at that?
Pray tell.
What do we need?
Orders? I'm ready.
Yes?
Pray tell.
What's next?
Orders?
Yes?
I'm ready. Pray tell.
One, two, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Got it.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again.
Interesting.
Look at that. The fabled Wolf Guard has arrived. Always good to see some friendly faces.
Sergeant Esme?
Always so stern, Bertrand. What do you need? Some early morning practice?
Why not? What do you think, Tahar?
Who are we fighting?
Well, what does it look like? Recruits. Some of them almost know what they're doing, but some others could really use some actual sparring. So, what do you say?
Well, I guess I could do with some practice.
Good. Then get in the ring. Brandon, Ronan, come here.
Yeah,
See these two over there? You'll fight them.
but they're Wolfguard.
Correct. I've seen you two train, and you won't last a second out in the field. Time for you to get some real practice.
But
Get in the ring.
as you command.
Quite the dragon, isn't she? Let's go easy on them, Tahar.
All right, lads, here we go again. Show the corporal what you're made of.
Wait, you won, all right? I yield. I said I yield, damn it.
All right, corporal. I think they've had enough. Well done, lads. Now get back to the barracks and have someone see to those wounds, all right?
Poor sods.
The sergeant is right. If they're going to survive out there, they need proper training. In other words, we did them a favor.
One way to see it.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again. Good work. Those pals aren't without talent, but they're far too spoiled by these walls. Hang on a moment. Here. I've heard talk about a new mission, and something tells me it's the reason the Lord Marshal wants to see you. And I guess you could use these.
A friendly gesture. I almost forgot how that felt.
Don't be so dramatic. So, what do you say? Tired already? My boys could do with more real combat like that.
What do you think, Tahar?
Yeah, why not? I could use some more practice.
Great. Let's make it more of a challenge this time. Get in the ring when you're ready.
Yes?
You there! Yes, you wolf guards! Get your asses over here!
Are you talking to us, Sergeant?
I am. I want you to fight Corporal Tahar and Carpal.
And just when did we become your recruits?
You're not. But my recruits need to see some real combat. And a fight between 5 brethren of the Wolf Guard would be quite the show.
Look, we don't have time for...
We'll fight.
But
Get in the ring.
On your marks, and fight!
Help me! Somebody! Charge!
trying to do, for heck's sake? Get yourself killed? This is practice, and to hard beat you. You might not be my unit, but this is my ring. Get out of there!
This isn't over, Tahar. I swear it.
What's next?
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it!
Blazes. That guy fought as if he wanted to kill you. Aren't you Wolfguard soldiers supposed to be, I don't know, friends?
We are. I had no idea what got into him.
Maybe, nonsense. Never mind.
What is it?
Just a stupid thought. Forget about it.
Bertrand, tell me.
No idea how much you remember from that night when we freed you, but as I told you, Anselm was there, together with his sister. Your father, he killed her. Judging by the look on Anselm's face, he hates your guts. So maybe...
You think he's blaming me for her death?
I don't know, maybe.
That's stupid.
You're telling me. But anyway, it's just an assumption. I might be completely wrong.
Anyway, here. You should take this as an apology. It was a stupid idea to have you fight each other. I'd suggest another round, but I suppose you've had enough by now. And the Lord Marshal's waiting for you.
Who do we fight?
Well, to be honest, I don't think there's much point in having you beat more recruits. But seeing you fight has reminded me that lately, I haven't had a lot of practice neither.
You want to fight us?
I.
2 versus 1?
You don't count, Bertrand.
Very funny.
Come on, let's not overthink this. Let's get in the ring.
What do we need?
Good. Then let's dance.
Orders?
Yes.
All right, this is enough.
Oof. The years have really taken their toll on me. This would have gone down differently some years ago.
That's what they all say.
Sod off, Carpal.
Jokes aside, thanks for the practice. That was a damn good fight. Let's just hope seeing their sergeant in the dust like this doesn't make the recruits act all cocky again.
Well, if it does, you'll be there to show them their place.
I guess. Anyway, you should go see the Marshal now. Good luck, you two. Stay safe. Yes, that's it! Now again! Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent!
Yes?
One, two, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it. No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again. Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it. No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again. Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents. One, two, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it. No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again. Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents. One, two, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it. No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again. Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents. One, two, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
I'm ready. What do we need?
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again. Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents.
Yes?
Did you say something?
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Commander,
Aye, Commander. Need something?
Where to?
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again.
yes?
Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent.
Yes.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Understood.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again.
Got it.
Acknowledged.
Let's see.
Yes? Want to trade? Farewell.
This will be a masterpiece.
Orders?
What's next?
Few people know the story behind the impressive hall, with its gilded pillars and domed roof. It was constructed in 6542 by King Arif Aelith as a monument to his greatness. Arif was known for his cruelty and decadence. When after a fight, his equally disliked brother attempted to kill him, Arif fled all the way to the top of the Grey Tower, into his shrine.
This isn't the Hall of War. You know that, don't you?
No, Bertrand, I forgot. But I want to see this trial you were talking about.
Well, it's probably already started. Let's go take a look.
Silence will not change anything. I hope you realize that.
What do you want me to say? That I used my magic to kill those soldiers? Yes, I did. And I would do it again. Because they tried to kill me.
She's lying, for heck's sake! That bloody witch is lying!
You know what? You're right. I killed these men just because I liked it. Then I cooked a potion from their entrails and finally found myself a nice little broom to fly off into the moonlight.
Do you think this is the time for jesting?
I don't. But for the past hour, I have done nothing but repeat the same story over and over again.
For which you have no evidence.
Yes, and neither do you. But you know, that's the great thing about religious idiots like you. You always pick the story you like most. Now go ahead. Get that pretty little mask on my face already. I'm sure Aeonir would enjoy that as much as seeing elven mages raped by Leonider soldiers.
Heresy. This is heresy.
Area of Finnanmere. You are hereby found guilty of breaking the new laws by using magic to slay 3 soldiers of the royal army. The punishment will be death by the pike and shall be carried out by the morrow. The trial is over.
That's tough.
Who's that woman? The older one?
You don't know? Alright, now that surprises me. That was Amaria Leonider, the only surviving member of House Leonider. All of her sons died in the final battle of the Nortander army against your father's rebels.
She seemed to be very upset by what the elves said about Aeonir.
Yeah, no wonder. She's one of the most fervent followers of the Purity. Probably also one of the reasons why they could get so much influence within the crown. House Leonider was one of the greatest armies in Nortander. But let's go, shall we? I wouldn't want to keep the Lord Marshal waiting any longer.
Now would you look at that?
I'm ready.
Yes? Who? Wait. You are Corporal Tahar, aren't you? The betrayer's child.
I have a name, you know.
I suppose you do. In any case, is there something you need? I have business to attend to.
What did this woman do?
She killed 3 soldiers of the Nortander army. Though I am not certain how this concerns you.
Who are you? I haven't seen you in Greykeep before.
That is very possible, since I have only just arrived. I'm Caspar Taris, servant of the Light and Lord Angar's appointed judge, to trial all these who refuse to abide by the new laws.
So the Purity is creating the laws now?
No, we only aid Lord Angar in enforcing them.
I'll be off.
No city of Nortander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown.
That's it, lads. Keep at it.
What do we need?
Pray tell.
No.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
You know, Tahar, there's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
All this, the army, the Wolf Guard, the crown, does it fulfill you?
What do you mean?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm ready. Pray tell.
Interesting.
Of course.
Yes?
Yes.
What's next?
All right, here we go. Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Nervous? No. Never mind. Come on, let's go in.
Now would you look at that?
Orders?
The Hall of War is not only where most of Nortander politics are conducted, but also where emissaries and diplomats from other empires are first received when visiting Greykeep. It is easy to understand the reason. Once one has walked on the marble floors, through the gilded arches, and beneath the eyes of the many statues that adorn its giant halls.
Yes?
I said dismissed.
But all we need is more time. The cure is within reach, and we...
You've had your time. What did you achieve? Nothing. People are dying as we speak, and if we do not stop this plague right now, it'll wipe out all of Graythal next. Once you've found a cure, fine, we will use it. But for now, this is the only way.
I understand, Lord Marshal. Forgive me for my...
Will do.
I'm ready.
Lord Marshal, General Noria, you wanted to see us?
We did. Sentenza?
Yes. What do you know about the Bloodburn?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
So, our commitment to secrecy worked for a change. That's refreshing.
The Bloodburn is a plague. The first time we heard about it was about 3 months ago. For almost a moon's turn now, every capable alchemist of Greyfell and Everlight has been searching for a cure. And there are rumors that the elves, the dwarves, and even the greenskins are affected by it as well. Problem is, we are nowhere near a solution. And recently there's been a massive outbreak at a village near Greyfell. Leonon.
And am I right to assume that this bloodburn is lethal?
Absolutely. It's by far the most dangerous plague EO has seen since the Red Fever. It corrupts a person's blood, hence the name. It starts with a light fever and some nausea. Within a week, people will bleed from their mouths and their eyes. We don't know what causes it, and so far, no medicine has shown to help. Once the first symptoms show, it goes quickly. The blood forms blisters, which eventually burst open, and by then, the fever already causes an excruciating pain. After that, it's over quickly. Within the next few days, the victim will bleed out like a slaughtered pig.
Tiara's breath.
Indeed.
Any idea what causes it? How does it spread?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Some things seem to suggest that it's contagious, whereas some alchemists believe the infections occur at random.
At random?
Well, not entirely. Apparently there's a pattern, but it seems almost too ridiculous to say it.
The infected we've talked to, many of them have reported hearing, I don't know how to put it, noises around where the infection must have taken place.
Noises?
Yes. Some of them even said it sounded like a voice. Superstitious nonsense, of course. But it might suggest that it's more than a mere disease, which is troubling.
A curse. That is what you were suggesting, isn't it?
A curse? No. If anything, I think it might be some kind of magical anomaly. However, you're not here to muse about the causes of the plague. We have scholars settle that. You're here because the Wolf Guard will set out on a mission. Sentenza?
We have to find a way to contain the outbreak in that village, Leonon. If the infections reach Greyfell, we will be faced with a catastrophe that will make the Mage Wars look like a pleasant dream. Thus, we, together with a small division of Nortander's soldiers, will travel to Leonon and assess the situation and see what we can do.
I understand. But if there's no cure, how can we contain it?
We'll see when we get there.
What's my role in this?
What kind of question is that? You're a member of the Wolf Guard, and this is a royal mission. End of story.
If the Bloodburn is deadly, how do we protect ourselves when we get into the contaminated territory?
Again, we haven't understood the Bloodburn's distribution pattern yet, so there's a chance it'll not affect you anyway. But to make sure, our alchemists have prepared a concoction that's supposed to protect against the infection.
Supposed to protect?
Well, it did work for our scouts. We'll simply have to take the risk.
Understood. When do we set out?
Tomorrow at first light. Just get your things and your potion from the alchemist downstairs. His name is Albertus de Reims. Then meet me at the gate when you're ready. Anything else, Lord Marshal Arendir?
No. Just solve the problem.
We will.
Orders?
What? You've been briefed.
What do we need? Let's see. Interesting.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
I'm ready.
Are you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Corporal Carpel and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn.
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now, is there anything else? If not, I've got business to attend to.
No, that was all. Thank you. Understood.
No city of Nortander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army, from the great Orcish horde to a swarm of dragons. It was here that the Mage Wars came to an end, after an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well. Though many soldiers were honored for their bravery, no amount of medals will make you forget the widow's cries at the funeral pyres.
Orders?
Yes, that's it! Now again! Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent!
Got it.
All right, then, let's get to it. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We are.
Good. Then let's go get the others. We have a long journey ahead of us.
So tell me, Tahar, is it just me, or has the General changed?
Now that came out of nowhere.
I mean, back when I joined the Wolf Guard, he was so different. Passionate about our cause. But now, I don't know.
Well, the war did take its...
make it quick! Take them down! For the crown! For the crown!
Wide swathes of green, fertile soil, lakes and rivers rich in fish. The people of Leonon, a small village in the meadowlands of Leonidar, have long led a peaceful life. Now the tides have turned. According to word of mouth, the village has been struck by the blood burn. It is your mission to ascertain these rumors' veracity and act accordingly.
All I'm saying is that I just don't understand why people always act that way. I mean,
Quiet. We're here.
This is Leonon? Huh, looks pretty serene.
Still.
What about our troops? Should we wait for them to catch up?
No. Our first task is to assess the situation anyway. How bad is it, and how many are infected? Once we have a clearer picture, we'll act accordingly.
Meaning?
We'll see.
Charge! Ah! Ah!
Orders?
Yes?
Ah! For the crown! They will fall.
Take him down.
pray tell.
Will do.
Bandits up ahead.
What is it?
Easy.
Look at that, boys. Move! I can't focus. Charge!
would you look at that? Interesting.
Onwards.
Acknowledged.
You read my mind. Let's see.
Yes?
Huh?
Hmm?
What do we need?
I'm ready. Orders?
All right.
Take them down!
Interesting. Yeah.
Ragged cloth, blistered feet. They look like refugees.
Huh. All that time stationed in Greykeep almost made me forget how many of them are still out there. Damn that bloody war.
Right away.
Understood.
Now would you look at that? A respectable soldier, right in our humble encampment. How can I help?
Who are you people? We didn't expect to find someone that far out in the wild.
Who we are? Well, we like to call ourselves the Travelers, though most would probably refer to us as refugees. Orphans of the war, if you're feeling poetic. Tramps, if you aren't.
So, you're the leader?
Well, I'm definitely the one with the most winters on my back, and I guess that made people trust me. For better or worse.
Where are you from, then? I take it your city got destroyed in the war.
City? Town's more like it. Mistvale, it was called. We aren't all from there, though. Just me and that red-headed girl over there, Elaine. But yes, it got destroyed. I still feel like all this is just a bad dream sometimes. I spent my entire life there, and now it's gone. Burnt to the ground by Asamo Tahar's defilers. It's a tragedy. But to answer your question, most of these folks I met on the road, and we just stuck together. It's easier to survive in numbers.
I see. But why stay on the road? Why not try your luck in, I don't know, Everlight perhaps? Greyfell?
Did you really just ask that? Of course we'd rather be behind thick walls with a roof over our heads. But what do you think the odds are of the guards letting a group of ragged vagrants through their precious gates? I learned it the hard way. You see, this is why we came to Leonon, a village, and we only heard the best about it from a traveler. And now, it got taken by a bloody plague. If fate exists, it has a damn bad sense of humor.
Well, good luck to you people. We need to push on now.
Wait. I don't know how to say this, but something happened and we don't really know what to do. Could you spare a moment and help us?
What is it?
It's actually quite simple. We were betrayed by one of our own, a young fellow named Gilbert. He was responsible for giving out food to everyone in the camp. Long story short, he stole from us. When our provisions were running low, we decided that we needed to cut the rations. But Gilbert didn't accept it, so he just took half of our provisions and ran off.
I'll see what I can do. Do you think he's still in the area?
I'm sure of it. It only just happened last night, and with them elven folk around, he wouldn't dare to go far. Thank you, soldiers. It's good to know that the Crown still cares about us.
She does.
Whatever's necessary.
Let's see.
Yes? Understood.
Of course.
Now would you look at that?
Yes.
As you command. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. What's next? Interesting. Let's see. Are you Gilbert?
What?
Well, we were sent here by Mother Kalia from the refugee camp in the south. I'm searching for a certain Gilbert who stole rations and left them to starve in the wilderness.
I don't know any Gilbert. Now, please.
Hi, Gilby. Who are those men? Do they have any news of Mary? She should be back from the marketplace by now.
Dad, not now.
Kill me.
Blazes. I knew this wouldn't end well. I'm Gilbert, and I stole the provisions. Just didn't think they'd send a sellsword after me. Now, please, if you're here to kill us, just get it over with, will you? Me and my old man have suffered enough already.
Why did you do it? Steal the provisions?
So she didn't tell you. Figures. Well, then I will. Mother Callier, the wise old woman, after the provisions ran low, she cut the rations.
We know that much already.
Also that her plan was to cut the rations for my father entirely? Because he was dying already and it would be mercy? I tried to tell her that it wasn't too late for him, but she wouldn't listen. So in the end, I had no choice. I took Dad, packed all the food I could carry, and left. I honestly hope they all rot in the claws of Nor for turning their back on us.
What's wrong with your father, anyway?
I'm no apothecary, so I couldn't tell you. He's been getting worse for the last few months, but it started getting really bad around 2 weeks ago. Could you believe that he was once the strongest man in the village? Now look at him. He doesn't even recognize me half of the time. I won't lie. It's hard for the two of us.
Your father mentioned a Mary. Is it more than just the two of you?
What? Oh, no. Mary was the name of my mother. She died 2 years ago when our village was overrun. Dad has been, well, seeing her for the past couple of days, and I just don't have the heart to remind him that she's dead.
Pray tell. What is it?
Yes.
We'll split. Give me one half of the provisions, and you can keep the rest. I'll tell Mother Kalia you lost the rest of it in the river.
But... Aye, of course. I should be grateful. Here, this...
Forget about it. You'll hand over all of these sacks right now, and we'll take them back to the refugees.
But...
Tahar, don't test my patience. His father is sick, all right. But he would have left those people out in the wilderness to starve to death. He doesn't deserve any mercy.
Well, then your death on him. But I guess there's nothing I can do. Here's the rations. Take them. And tell that bloody old wench she'll burn in the fires of Bogagor for this. Dad? We need to go now. I'll carry you, so just hang in there, will you? You need to.
Go. Yes. Yes, we will.
Was that really necessary?
You can't legitimize a crime like that, regardless of the reasons. And when did I ask for your opinion?
I'm sorry, sir.
No need.
Acknowledged.
Interesting.
Good to see you back, soldier. Any luck with the provisions yet?
Actually, let's talk about Gilbert first. I think you left out something there, didn't you? The boy wasn't a simple thief. He was just protecting his dying father.
I had a feeling you were going to say this. I left that part out. But why shouldn't I? That boy was delusional. He kept on giving our best provisions to his old man, who was already 1 foot into the grave. I didn't even think he was still alive, so I didn't tell you.
I see your point. Still, you shouldn't have lied, especially not to a member of the Wolf Guard.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Here's the food. We made sure Gilbert won't bother you again.
Let me see. Blazes, yes! That's almost all of it. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Wait a moment. Here, take this. It's something I took from a dead mage we found on the roadside. I was going to sell it, but it's the least we can do for you.
Thank you. Best of luck to you and your people.
And to you.
All right, that was the last distraction. Let's get back to the task at hand.
Understood. What do we need?
I'm ready. Yes?
Made up your mind?
Yes.
Let's go.
What the? Elves?
Salangar, who are you? And what by Ellen's reigns are you doing here?
Sentenza Noria, General of the Wolf Guard. And we'll be the ones asking the questions. This is Nortander territory.
Wolf? Oh, I see. Then talk to our scryer, Elion, Evran. I believe she will want to have a word with you.
So do I.
Now would you look at that?
The Wolf Guard. Huh. This will be interesting.
What are you doing here? This is Nortander territory.
It is, and we are aware of that. But I'm afraid recent developments have made our presence necessary.
Spare me the verbiage. What's the meaning of this?
As you might know, this village has been struck by the Bloodburn. We are here to investigate.
Since when exactly? You built quite an outpost.
Since a source informed us that there would be an outbreak, which was 3 weeks ago.
You knew there'd be an outbreak?
Yes.
Well, investigating is also what we're here for. Maybe we could join forces.
I appreciate the notion, but I'm afraid this won't be possible.
Why?
Because I know what you came here to do, and it's a mistake.
What do you mean?
All right, that's enough. We're here by order of the Queen, and according to the White Mist Treaty, you will now step...
You're not.
What?
The White Mist Treaty was struck between the Moorhere Scryers and Queen Aelith. You are acting under the orders of Lord Marshal Arendir, to whom we have sworn no loyalty. Or should I say, Lord Angar and those mage-slaughtering purity fanatics who are really making the laws of your country now.
The purity has nothing to do with this. We are here to prevent the Bloodburn from spreading.
Well, we will take care of that. Now leave, or I will make you.
Was that a threat?
It was. You have 5 minutes to get back to where you came from. Then our archers will open fire. Leave.
Fall back!
Interesting.
I said, leave.
Bloodburn. How come we never heard about this until now?
Because the Crown wanted to avoid a panic. Though it's too late for that now. Word is spreading rapidly and those purity lunatics are using it to their advantage.
I guess you don't like them.
No. And I think Arendir's way of handling them is dangerous. Let's go.
Destroyed.
It's not that wide. We could jump.
Leonon's to the east. No point in making detours.
Understood.
Corpses. Was that the Bloodburn?
We'll see. Our troops caught up. Good.
General Noria, you, what's the matter? Is something wrong?
Look up ahead and you'll see. We have unwanted company. Where's the rest of you?
At the crossroads, sir. Waiting for your word.
Good. Then send them in. The elves won't let us into the village, so we'll force them to. If we do it right, they won't stand a chance. Anselm, you'll help me develop a strategy. Corporal Tahar, you will oversee the setting up of the outpost. What's your name?
Seamark, sir. Gerald Seamark.
And you grew up here, right?
That is correct, sir.
Good. Then you know the area. Now, let's get started. If these damned Moorhere want blood, they shall have it.
Let's see. Still fresh. They don't show any symptoms of the Bloodburn.
That's not good. We should hurry.
You're Corporal Tahar, I assume.
Yeah. Any advice on how to get started?
We should probably stock up on provisions first. I suggest we send out some men to hunt and do some wood cutting.
Got it.
And be sure to task some of our men to take care of transporting the resources, too. If everyone is assigned to a specific job, there'll be no one left to do that.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
What is it? Yes? Huh?
Yes?
Orders?
What do we need?
That should work.
Building completed.
What is it?
Of course. Yes.
Corporal, did you send out hunters already?
Yeah, and they already found some game. I also tasked a couple of men to gather wood, as you suggested. What's next?
Good question. I suggest you head out and see if you find more suitable spots to establish outposts. Closer to the elves, preferably. The more territory we control, the easier it will be to win the battle.
Makes sense.
All right, let's find more spots to set up outposts. We need to gain more ground.
Agreed.
As you command.
Of course.
Yes, that's a good spot.
Well then.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
So much to do, so little time.
Charge!
Right away.
Yes? Any news?
Yes. We set up some new outposts, as you suggested. What now?
Well, I guess now would be the time to arm our men and prepare them for the attack. In other words, we should put up a barrack.
Then that's what we'll do.
What's next? All right.
We're being attacked!
You don't know who you're messing with.
Yes.
For the crown!
We still need to gain more territory, Tahar. If we don't, the elves can pin us down.
Yes. Will do. Expansion is the key to victory.
Good choice.
What is it? I'll try.
I'm ready.
Sure. Yes, that's a good spot.
I'll try.
Pray tell.
Make up your mind.
Good choice.
What is it?
What's next? Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes.
I'm ready.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes. Onwards.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Orders?
Help me, somebody!
What is it?
Yes.
For the crown!
What do we need?
Help me, somebody!
I'm ready.
Yes.
Acknowledged. Pray tell.
Let the Taskmaster know if you need something, Corporal.
Made up your mind.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Building completed.
Orders?
Yes?
Charge!
Mm-hmm.
Building completed.
That should work.
Yes.
Good choice.
Make it quick!
Wouldn't it be wise to expand into the Northern Territory too? That might give us an advantage over the elves.
Probably, but there's no way on Io we'll get a cart through that river. Let's get someone to repair the bridge first.
I'll try.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Made up your mind? Stay alert. Let's go.
We're being attacked!
I'm ready.
Charge!
Interesting.
Huh? Understood.
Ah!
All right, I think our outpost is in a good spot now. Let's go talk to the general.
Orders?
I think we're in a good spot to attack now, General.
Good. Then we'll attack right away.
I don't want to question your orders, sir, but wouldn't it be wise to do some more scouting first? There might be a weakness in their defense that we haven't spotted yet.
Fine. But not much longer. Who knows what these elves are planning? And if they carry the blood burn out of the village, no amount of scouting will help us.
Building completed.
Pray tell.
Right away.
Charge! For the crown! For the queen!
We're being attacked.
Yes. As you command.
For the crown!
Building completed.
What is it? As you command.
Charge!
Yes.
Yes.
Do it.
I beg your pardon?
I said do it. Rob me, beat me up, kill me. That's all you people do these days, isn't it? Mage wars, more here elves, blood burn. Sometimes I wonder how I even made it to this age. Ah, well, every streak of luck has to end eventually, doesn't it? Seems that mine ends with bandits.
We're not bandits.
Oh. Well then, what brings you here?
Masterpiece. All right then, let's get to it.
We're soldiers, and we're here to investigate the recent outbreak in Leonon.
Outbreak? I assume it's this blood burn you're talking about. Then I apologize for my insolence. Care for a glass of mulled wine? Some chicken broth, maybe?
Thank you, but we're short on time.
I see. Well, then how can I help you?
Some information will be useful. Is there another way inside the village apart from the southern gate?
Another? Oh. You want to get past the Elven barricade. Apart from the north and the south gate, no, there isn't.
There's a second entrance?
Yes, there is. Just follow the path to the east.
You don't sound like a villager. Where are you from?
Oh, long story. Briefly put, I'm from Everlight. Tiara's Grace, if that name sounds familiar.
That's the noble quarter of the city, isn't it? You must have had quite some coin if you lived there.
That is correct, I did. Drapery was my craft, and I was good at it. But then I grew older, and the usual questions began to arise. You know, the ones that sound silly, but nonetheless keep you awake at night.
Such as?
Let's not go into detail. Suffice it to say that they made me question some of my decisions. Long story short, I gave all my belongings to an orphanage and looked for a quiet place to do some soul searching.
Yes. Fight!
Aye. Yes?
What do you know about the outbreak in the village?
Not much. I tried to stay away from the village as much as possible. They are decent folks, but, you know, I came here for serenity. All I know is that 3 weeks ago, those elves showed up and made camp. As if it were the most natural thing in the world. More here elves, by the look of them.
3 weeks. That's before the infection must have occurred.
Some days, yes. But I doubt they had something to do with it, if that's what you were thinking. They were quite friendly with the villagers, even though they wouldn't tell them the reason for their presence. Then the dying started. Evidently, I observed all this from afar. I was out fishing on the lake, to be precise. But still, it was enough to get a good picture. The first victim I saw was one of the farmers. He was out working his fields when he suddenly collapsed.
I'm ready. Acknowledged. Yes? Uh-huh.
Made up your mind.
We lost a sector, Commander.
What do we need?
Orders? Need something? What is it?
Take him down.
Huh?
Fight!
What's next?
Say the word. Aye.
They'll burn! Need something? Say the word.
Commander? Understood. Of course.
We're being attacked!
Uh-huh. Let's see them catch this!
Yes? You read my mind. Now would you look at that?
We're being attacked!
Stay alert.
Acknowledged.
Building completed.
Make it quick!
We lost the sector, Commander.
Charge! For the Queen!
As you command.
Yes.
Make up your mind. Yes.
All right. Acknowledged.
Easy. For the Queen! This is over.
What is it?
We made it. The barriers are down.
Yet no sign of their scryer.
What the? You bastard!
Charge!
Don't say I
Now!
didn't warn you!
For the Queen!
Salangar, this isn't over.
Gone. Damn it.
It's over.
What about the scryer?
We'll get her. Talk to us, woman. What happened here?
Are you?
Sent by the Queen. Now talk. We...
What was that?
Elves. They must have gotten reinforcements.
Carpal, Tahar, return to the outpost at once. They need someone to lead the defenses.
Understood. What about the village?
Anselm and I will guard it. The rest of the Wolf Guard should arrive any second now. We will just have to hold the village until then. Now move.
All right, Tahar, let's move. Back to the outpost and quick.
Yes.
Got it. Of course. Will do.
We're being attacked.
What's next?
Aye. That way? Of course.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Of course. Understood.
Stop. Stop. That's enough. Please, just listen to me.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Pray tell.
What do we need? Got it. Understood. Understood. Let's see. Will do. Expansion is the key to victory.
I'm ready.
Yes? What's next?
Pray tell.
Well then.
Yes?
Please, I give up. All that, we didn't want any of it.
You should have thought of that before you attacked us.
Yes, I know. Scryer Elion told us about you. About the reason you're here and your disagreement.
That's one way to put it. Your people opened fire on us.
Yes, and they shouldn't have. Elion, she got scared. She had her orders, you know, to protect the village. It was never our intention to start a war.
Whatever your intentions, this is Northander territory. Capturing a village, invading our lands, this is an act of war.
I know, but the situation required that we acted quickly. And given recent developments in your country, we could not take the risk of you denying us entry.
Recent developments?
Yes. The purity of light and their persecution of mages. Especially to us as elves, who are almost all magically gifted. We just don't understand why Lord Marshal Arendir just lets them do as they please.
And that justifies breaking a century-old treaty between our races? That's some strange reasoning.
I get your concerns.
That's a relief. I was beginning to fear all of Northander had lost their minds. Either way, this is a different topic.
It is. If it wasn't your intention to start a war, then what was it? Why did you come here?
For the same reason you're here. The Bloodburn. The more here elves have been struck by it too. At least we believe so.
You believe so?
Yes. There's discussion about that going on in Leafshade as we speak. Suffice it to say that the symptoms of the Bloodburn seem to be different for elves than they are for humans.
That's interesting.
So you're here to... what? To examine it?
Yes. We are here to study an outbreak firsthand.
And you aren't afraid? How do you protect yourselves against an infection?
We don't. You see, that's one of the many misconceptions you humans have about the Bloodburn. It's not an ordinary disease, as your Lord Marshal believes, and thus it's not contagious. You could ask a dying woman for a dance and it would not affect you.
How can you be so certain?
Just observe the pattern. It can wipe out an entire village, but the one a mile south of it remains unaffected, even if the wind is blowing in their direction. And for some reason, it may take a strong man of 30 winters and spare his grandmother. Where's the logic in that?
Maybe we just haven't understood the pattern yet.
If you think it's contagious, you must have brought some protection, didn't you? What was it, a potion?
Yes.
Please show me.
Here. Sorry, Tahar, but I want to see this.
Just as I suspected. Watch.
What the? What are you doing? You're drinking it.
Yes, because it's just fire nettle extract, nothing else. Your medicine is completely useless, and whoever brewed it knew that. Please, I beg you, you need to believe me. The Bloodburn isn't an ordinary plague.
Then what is it?
This is what we're trying to find out. But, as of now, we believe it to be a curse of sorts. One originating from a very ancient, unknown kind of magic. So this is it, Evran. The truth. We are here to understand.
Someone told me you arrived here several days before the outbreak.
And to you, that looks suspicious. I understand. But believe me, we didn't cause it. What reason would we have? We knew it would happen in Leonon because we learned that there are certain signs before it happens.
Such as odd noises?
So you know. Yes, odd noises. Or even a voice, as some have claimed. Strangely enough, not everyone can hear them, and hearing also does not necessarily protect from the infection. All this, it's a mystery.
Huh. In other words, you knew an outbreak in Leonon was imminent and decided to come here to observe it.
Yes. We also hoped to help, but none of the remedies we had prepared worked. It was tragic and got under our skins. Which is probably one of the reasons why Elion was already on edge when you got here.
I still don't understand, though. Why didn't your scryer let us in?
Isn't it obvious? Because she wanted to prevent you from carrying out that order.
What order? To examine the Bloodburn?
Oh, I see. Your general. I'm afraid he didn't fill you in on your true orders. The village is to be purged. Every survivor, children, women, elders, will be killed. The Crown believes this is what it takes to prevent the Bloodburn from spreading to Greyfell.
This is ridiculous. How in blazes would you know?
Can't you guess? We have ears in Greykeep, as you probably have in Leafshade.
Then we need to stop him.
I was hoping you would say that. I would help you if I could, but given what's happened, I doubt my presence would help. In other words, it's in your hands now. We will withdraw our people until dawn. Farewell, Evran. And thank you for sparing me.
Orders?
Bertrand.
Told us?
Yeah.
Honestly, no idea. I don't think he's lying, but that doesn't mean they're right. Especially not that part about our orders.
And if they are, what should we do?
I don't know. We can't refuse an order, can we? You know, That would make us deserters.
Yeah, you're right.
Tahar.
Anselm, what happened? Where's the general?
Up north. He left us in charge. What about the outpost? Is it safe? Since you just strolled in here, I suppose the elves have somehow surrendered.
They have. Look, Anselm, I need to talk to the general. There's something about the Bloodburn we didn't even...
Save your breath for later, Corporal. This place is getting purged.
Purged? You mean...
Yes, it's tragic, but there's no other choice. The general said it was the plan all along. Until we know how this plague spreads, we cannot allow any of these people to leave. Not alive.
So you knew this is what we're here for? Why did he tell you and not us?
He didn't. I only just learned it myself.
This is insane. Look at these people. Anselm, we can't just kill them.
What do you want me to do, Tahar? Fall on my knees and cry? It's an order, and we are soldiers. It's as simple as that.
But the general doesn't have the information we have. He should know before we do anything.
Would take an hour to catch up by now, and even if you were to tell him, he seemed pretty set on this. Which I understand. It's all of Northander we're gambling with. Maybe all of EO.
Forget it. I'm not killing these people, and you won't either.
That's what I wanted to hear. One last thing before we kill you, betrayer. Do you remember her face?
Whose face? What in the blazes are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Well, that's a damn good question. 8 years ago in Iskander, when your father tried to execute you and the Wolfguard stopped him, it was my sister who paid the price for it. Isamo Tahar. He burned her alive. He blasted the skin from her skull. And all just because of you. All because of the fucking betrayer's child. But no, that wasn't enough. Instead of killing you like he should have, General Noria took you in. Trained you as if you were something special. Wolfguard. He might as well have spit on my sister's grave.
Anselm, this isn't fair. This isn't fair, and you...
Fair? Fuck fair! She died, damn it! She died! Only so this piece of shit could live. Good thing is, you refused the direct order. So we don't even need to cover this up. Now let's get this over with.
No, Anselm! You can't do this!
Watch me.
Stay calm, Bertrand. This wasn't our fault. We just have to...
Tahar, there's news from the Tiara's breath. What happened here?
We can explain. They...
Stay where you are. Slaughtering your own brethren. I can't believe it, Tahar. I should have guessed. Drop that weapon now. And you too, Carpal. Unless you want to save the hangman some work.
Hangman?
What do you think? You're charged with high treason. Betrayed by the betrayer's child. The general will love to hear this.
I told you this would happen, Angar. I told you.
I just can't believe this is all you have to say in your defense, Tahar.
Anselm and his friends attacked us. Do you need me to write it down for you?
Watch your tongue, Tahar.
General, you are a soldier of the Queen, Tahar. And for the past 8 years, you have served us well. Not only that, you even went as far as to refuse obedience to your father. Because you knew what he did was wrong. I respect that. But killing 5 of your brethren in cold blood and refusing a royal order, I cannot let that go unpunished.
But this is ridiculous! The General was wrong, for heck's sake! The bloodburn is not contagious! What should we have done? Slaughter an entire village?
Blazes, are you that ignorant or just plain stupid, Carpal? These elves would have told you anything. They were the ones who betrayed our treaty in the first place. But I'm done explaining myself. This is a waste of time. You're a murderer, Tahar. I should have seen that right away, but I didn't. And the same goes for you, Carpal. You're a disgrace to the Wolfguard.
Tell me one thing, Tahar. Do you have any regrets?
Does it matter? Aren't you gonna execute me anyway?
Corporal Tahar, Corporal Carpal, you are hereby found guilty of murdering 5 soldiers of the Royal Army and insubordination. The punishment is death by the string. Take them to the dungeons.
That's it.
Pardon?
Since you've been sitting here, I've been wondering why your face looks so bloody familiar. Now I remember. I saw you in the courtyard, back when they took me to my... how did they call it? Trial? You're one of them, aren't you?
If I was one of them, would I be sitting here?
Were one of them. Sorry. I'm guessing I should be mad at you, shouldn't I? For serving these idiots. But, as it seems, we're sitting in the same dirt, so... sod it. I'm Iria. Iria of Finnanmir. What's your name?
Just call me Tahar.
Tahar? As in... Isamo Tahar?
He was my father, yes. But I fought him in the Mage Wars.
Huh. None of my business, I suppose. So, tell me, Tahar, what brings you to this wonderful place? Came to enjoy some nice hours of sitting in rat crap and hearing those zealots torture the living shit out of our kind? I hate to disappoint, but it gets boring after a while.
Our kind? I didn't know I was an elf.
No, but you're gifted, same as I. Or a defiler, as people prefer to say nowadays.
Ah, right. You're a mage.
I am.
I think you know what I'm here for. I'm sentenced to die on the pike, just as you are.
Oh, I see. How come? If I'm not mistaken, you're Wolfguard, aren't you? And aren't you guys supposed to be some kind of elite?
I was a corporal and refused an order.
Oh? What kind of order?
Long story. In short, our general ordered us to slaughter an entire village. Leonon. He wanted to prevent a plague called the Bloodburn from spreading, but how should I say? Was missing some crucial information.
Which was?
The Bloodburn isn't contagious.
Blazes. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world. I got ambushed. Soldiers of House Leonider, as they called themselves. I was trying to reason with them, but they wouldn't listen. I knew I shouldn't have done it, you know? Use my magic. But in that moment, I was just so bloody scared.
What did you do?
I only remember fragments. 2 of them lunged at me. I grabbed their arms and let my light magic run free. It was over in less than a minute. I didn't even know I could do that.
Light magic can kill.
It can drain, yes. It's not what it's made for, but nonetheless deadly.
And I take it you got caught.
No, not at first. But I'd rather not talk about it. They're going to kill us. And, you know, there is still a part in me that thinks this is all a bad dream. Are you afraid?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I haven't given up yet. We need to find a way out, and we need to do it quick.
We're in a prison.
How did you guess? Doesn't change the fact that we need to get out. I've searched every part of my cell, and there's absolutely nothing. But yours is a lot bigger. Go see if you can find anything.
Like what? A magical key?
No, a fragile bar in the walls. Something that can help us pick a lock. Whatever. Or maybe start by taking a look at that breakthrough in the wall behind you.
Yes?
What's that? What are you looking at?
I don't know. Some sort of grate. There's something stuck down there. Looks like a piece of metal.
Are you serious? Get it!
I'm trying, but... Oh, shit!
Ellen's reins. Are you all right?
I think so. What was that?
A tunnel spider. Just yesterday, one of the prisoners got bitten.
Shit. But you killed it.
And I have that nail.
Right, the nail. See if you can find a thread or something like that. That way we could make a lockpick.
A lockpick? What do you think this is, a child's game? We are in the Great Keep prison. Even if you had Zerbo's keys, you wouldn't get that door open.
Just ignore him.
That?
The betrayer's child. Yes.
Interesting. I'm Rondar Lacane, the Harbinger of Light. And you are here because you've sinned. I don't know how, and it doesn't matter. But the light has found you guilty.
Mercy! Please, sir! I have children, a wife,
Quiet, scum.
Don't. He's afraid. And he should be. So, I'm here for a simple reason. You, the Defilers, are beyond repentance. But you three, you may not be. If you admit your sins now and accept the light into your life, you may be given a second chance. You may be born again as servants of Aeonir. The choice is yours. Child?
I don't think he can hear you, Your Holiness.
Why? I believe my instructions were clear. If they are not Defilers, they are not to die until they have been given a chance.
I know, Your Holiness, but he was already weak when the soldiers brought him here. He must have had some untended wounds.
I see. Well, may the light have mercy on your soul, child.
I repent! Please, Your Holiness, I repent!
You do?
Yes!
Then confess. Confess that you have done wrong. Confess that you are corrupted. Confess that your life is and was always empty without the love of the All-Father. And confess that it is only this love that can lead you back to the path of virtue.
I confess, and I accept the light as my salvation.
Then rise and be born again. Open the door, child, and take him away. I will join you in the courtyard.
Are you certain, Your Holiness?
I am. Leave.
Of course.
What a lunatic.
If they repent, do they really let them live?
Depends on what you call living. From what I've been told, these newborn have to give their life to the purity. But yes, they will live.
What now?
No idea. But as long as that priest fellow is here, we have no way to get out unseen. Wait, do you hear that?
You heard it, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. The voice. That... That's interesting.
You aren't making any sense.
The blood burn. What do you know about it?
Only that it's some kind of magical plague.
A magical plague. Yes, that's one way to put it. Where do I start? 6 months ago, before the first occurrence of the blood burn, Aeonir showed me a vision. It was beautiful, riveting. I woke up in a wide, empty desert. The sun was glaring, and the sand was almost burning. Yet I felt completely at ease. I began to walk until I saw the walls of a beautiful giant city, white as marble. When I reached the gates, they were wide open. By then, the sun had become even more intense, glaring, engulfing the city in a sea of light. Still, I was not afraid. I entered the city and found the streets deserted. I can't remember for how long I walked, but it must have been hours. Until, finally, I saw him. The All-Father, Aeonir. A figure made of pure light.
You met Aeonir?
Yes. I don't think that you, as a non-believer, could possibly understand what it felt like. But what matters is that he spoke to me. He told me that the blood burn was imminent, and how we can cure it.
And why does Aenir care about the Bloodburn?
Because he's preparing his return.
What?
I'm surprised you don't know. Aenir is preparing his return to Io. That's the reason the Guardians have retreated. They have sunk back into their original slumber because they are not needed anymore. And once we, the purity of light, have prepared the world for his return, he will bring us a new world. One of equality, peace, and harmony. No more magic, no more castes, no more nobility. The Bloodburn is just one more trial we have to overcome.
What makes you so sure it was a vision, and not just some dream?
I just know. As I said, I don't expect you to understand.
If the Purity already knew that much about the Bloodburn's nature, why didn't you tell the Lord Marshal? General Noria slaughtered an entire village because he thought it was contagious, which is also why I'm here.
We did tell him. But you know the King Regent. He's not a man of faith. We needed proof. Something a godless man like him would understand.
So, how can we cure it?
Well, that's where you come in. I wasn't certain at first, but now I am. He told me that there's someone who would play a pivotal role in all this, whose blood is connected to the plague, and I would recognize him or her when the time comes.
And you believe that's me?
I do. Let me tell you a story. 3 weeks ago, a small village was almost completely wiped out by the Bloodburn. I went there, together with 6 of my priests, to follow up on my vision. As you can imagine, it was atrocious. By the time we got there, most of the townsfolk were already dead. Save for one man, an elf, the village healer. Witnessing that bloodbath, it had broken him. However, he was still able to tell us some very interesting things. Among them, that he believed the infection occurred right after he heard something that night. A song. The Song of the White, as we now call it.
Hang on. You're saying that this singing we just heard actually causes the Bloodburn?
Correct. And since, according to that elven healer, the words of the song resemble the Shaper tongue, we think that the Bloodburn might be connected to the Shapers.
Nonsense.
Actually, he might be right. Lord Marshal Arendir told me something similar. Noises before an outbreak.
All right, now I'm lost. If this song causes the Bloodburn, why are you the first to make that connection?
Because not everybody hears it. Only those who are magically gifted do, and this hearing also protects them from the disease itself. Both of you are. And that leads me to believe that you, Tahar, are the one Aenir spoke of, the pariah, who will help us put an end to the Bloodburn.
So being a mage protects from the Bloodburn?
Having magic in you, that's a big difference. Using magic, giving into the temptation, is a sin. Merely having the gift isn't. It's something that runs in your blood. But yes, being gifted seems to allow hearing the song and protects against the Bloodburn.
The Moorhere elves told me they were affected by the Bloodburn too. Don't all elves have a spark of magic in them?
They do. And that's very interesting. That means that either we are wrong, or the elves are confusing something else with the Bloodburn.
If Aenir chose me, why didn't he just send me the vision himself?
You're making the mistake of trying to apply human logic to a divine being. We're simply not in a position to understand the Allfather's ways.
And if we help you, does that mean we'll be spared? Will you get us out of here?
It won't be easy, but yes, I will.
Whatever you want me to do. If I'm to help you, you'll free Iria as well.
Of course. She may be a defiler, but her ability to hear the song makes her as valuable as you are.
If this song forebodes the Bloodburn, does that mean that there will be an outbreak in Greykeep?
Well, something else we learned about the Bloodburn is that it's unpredictable. There might be an outbreak, or there might not be. And it might be just a servant who dies, or the entire castle.
If that's the case, shouldn't you be afraid for your men?
I'm not. I am with Aenir, as we all are. And fear is only a product of missing guidance.
Well, that's convenient.
So, you're saying there's no pattern at all? Whether a song causes an outbreak or not is entirely coincidental?
No, I did not say that. What I said is that we have not understood the pattern yet.
There isn't much of a choice, is there? If we don't help you, we'll be executed.
Yes, but even if your situation were different, helping us would be in your best interest. If we don't stop the blood burn, all of Io will be affected, regardless of race or faith. And also, being chosen by Aenir is a great honor, one some of my followers would kill for.
A friend of mine has been sentenced to death too. His name is Bertrand Carpel. Can you get him out as well?
Bertrand Carpel. Yes, I've heard about him. Another member of the Wolf Guard, isn't he?
Yes. I don't know where he is, though. They separated us after the trial.
Then I'll see what I can do, though your escape is more important right now.
I know, and thank you for helping us.
It's Aeonir's will. There are some arrangements I have to make first. Give me a few moments. Two more things before you set out. First, you'll have to use the sewers to escape. There's an entrance in the tower's cellar that leads through the mountains. Get out of the prison and go there as quick as possible. Once you are out of the fortress, leave the city and head to Farland's Hope. It's a small village to the northwest in Iskander. There you'll meet with a contact of ours, an expert on Shaper culture who will help us decipher the song. His name is Iskrim, and he's a dwarven scholar. We set him out on a mission to find Mulandir 3 weeks ago.
Mulandir?
The ancient city of the Shapers, yes.
So, you want us to help that dwarf find Mulandir, don't you? What for?
Isn't it obvious? To find clues about the song.
What if we just kill you instead? Right here, right now.
What the?
Do you want to?
No, I don't.
Then why are you asking?
All right. Anything I should know about this Isgrim?
Nothing I haven't already told you. You will have plenty of time to acquaint yourselves.
If I'm not mistaken, the Purity has quite some followers now. Why don't you just send your scions to help him find Mulandir?
Good question. Simply put, there are certain people in the House of the Crown who are already uncomfortable with the Purity's military presence. Sending armed Purity followers around the country would only alarm them more.
How do we find the dwarf? Will he be in the village?
It's possible, but I doubt it. Once you arrive there, you should talk to the village mayor, Clara Farland. She works for the Purity and will provide you with all the information you need. Just tell her you are sent by the light.
Sent by the light. Fair enough. Anything else?
There is. Here, take this.
What is that? What the heck? What was that?
The rune. It imprinted itself on you.
Imprinted? What is that thing?
Hard to answer. To put it shortly, they are a gift of Aeonir to us as his servants. They protect us. If the bearer of such a rune loses his life, he will be revived by Aeonir's light.
Did you just say...
Revived, yes.
You're joking, right? No magic on Io can undo death.
The magic you're talking about is the magic of a past era. These runes are the symbol of a power far older than anything these fumblers you call mages could ever dream of wielding. As I told you, Tahar, Aeonir's light outshines all. He was the first in this world, and he will be the last.
So, these things make us, what, immortal?
Not immortal, no. But they provide you with a chance. Should you die and be brought back to life, the rune will lose a part of its power. Its energy will take you to one of Aeonir's shrines, and there your body will be mended.
Aeonir's shrine? You are talking about the Elam Sar, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Though most people call them the Godstones. To join a godstone with your rune, you will need to touch the stone with it.
And then what?
You'll see. Either way, we shouldn't waste any more time. This should be self-evident, but only tell people you fully trust of our cooperation. I will do the same. Now go. Head to Farland's Hope, find the dwarf, and find Mullandir.
All right. Goodbye then, I guess.
Goodbye. Ah, one more thing, Tahar. The two of us. We are more alike than you think. You are searching for something, for the answer to a question. And while I have found mine, you haven't found yours.
What are you getting at?
Well, you see, I'm not a fool. I know you haven't seen the light as I have, and I do not expect your loyalty. But as I said before, your blood, your lineage, it is somehow connected to all this. And even though I don't know how, maybe our cooperation can help you find the answer. But I've wasted enough of your time. Farewell, Tahar. Farewell, Iriar of Finan Mir. We will meet again.
Yes? Interesting.
Yes? All right. So that just happened. What now?
Let's just get out of here.
Okay. We should probably get our gear back first, though. Let's look around.
There. I think this is where they put our gear.
Then let's go get it.
Much better.
Indeed. Odd that this place is unguarded, though.
Don't jinx it. Let's see.
Wait, do you feel that?
Yeah, the rune. It's reacting to something.
And I think I know what. Do you see that stone over there? That's a godstone. I think we should try to join the rune with it, like the Harbinger suggested.
Now would you look at that?
That's interesting. This magic. Is it just me, or does it feel, I don't know, different?
That's one way to put it. Then I take it this isn't ordinary light magic?
No, not at all. As I said, it's different from all magic I've seen so far. And that means something. Not sure how much I like the thought of me being linked to an ancient monument. Once we get out of here, I definitely want to take a closer look at that rune.
That makes two of us. Either way, the rune did react to it. Assuming the Harbinger was right, if anything goes south, it's this stone we should be, well, resurrected at. Resurrected. I can't believe I just said that.
You did. Let's not find out the hard way, shall we? Now, let's push on.
Got it.
Sounds like a plan. You got it.
Interesting. A fork.
Any ideas which way to take? You know this place, right?
Not as well as I'd like to, but I'm pretty sure the one to the left leads up to the courtyard. We should prepare for heavy resistance, though.
And the other one?
I don't know, but it leads farther down the mountain. I remember hearing some guards talk about a hidden entrance into the prison. I'm guessing they used it to smuggle booze in here for the long shifts.
So either we risk fighting dozens of guards or getting lost in the caves. What do you think?
I'm not sure. What's your take on this?
Mine? No idea. This is my first time in this wonderful place, remember?
These caves could be a dead end. We can't risk that. We should go left.
All right. Then let's keep our weapons ready.
Let's see.
Did you hear that?
Aye.
Footsteps.
Tiara's
Breath. What are you waiting for? Get us out of here.
That way? Sure.
Now would you... Locked. No way I can open this without a key.
Who would have thought?
You fucking son of a... Guards! They're trying to flee!
Will do. Locked. No way I can open this without a key.
Who would have thought?
They will fall.
So, what's the plan?
Whatever's necessary.
Get ready! All right, here goes nothing.
What's next?
I need help over here. Just give the word.
Blazes.
You all right?
Yeah, it's just... I knew them.
Oh, I'm sorry. How do you feel?
Honestly, I don't care. All these people, they always hated me, despite everything I did. I'm done trying.
I feel you.
Let's just get going. Interesting.
That's a lot of wine. I didn't know the prison guards had their own winery.
Neither did I. Probably not the time to indulge, though.
Agreed.
Let's
That
see.
did something, but wait. I think I know what this is.
Enlighten me.
It's a Cathayan lock. There's probably another one nearby, which we'll need to pull at the same time as this one. Let's find it. Caves. You were right. But... That's not an ordinary lock. Looks like part of a mechanism to me.
I didn't know you were an expert on locks.
Well, there are some things you pick up when you're on the road for a while. Question is, how do we get this open? No point. We need the mechanism to open it. Just look for a switch or something like that. That way? Sounds like a plan. That's the second switch, but we were too slow. We need to pull them simultaneously.
Yes, that did it.
Indeed. And let's take a look at these caves, shall we? Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That way?
Got it. Will do. Now would you look at that? Locked. No way I can open this without a key.
Who would have thought?
Interesting.
Great. A storm.
This might play into our hands, though. There'll be a lot less people to sneak or fight past that way. Let's see. Hold on. Do you see that?
Yeah, patrols.
I don't think they'd recognize us right away. Let's just not get too close and try to act normal.
Got it. Yes. Just give the word.
Yes?